Ukraine has found inexpensive weapon to defend against attacks from the Russian Federation, which have become a replacement for the expensive American Patriot systems. Ukrainian soldiers revealed the secret today. Ukraine is using the domestic electronic warfare system Lima to counter Russian drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles amid a shortage of expensive interceptor missiles for air defense systems, particularly the Patriot. It knocks targets off course by jamming and spoofing satellite signals, causing Russian weapons to lose orientation or fall far from their intended targets. At the same time, co-founder of the Ukrainian company Firepoint, Denis Shtillerman, said that the Ukrainian air defense system Freya is currently in the prototype testing stage. Germany, France, and Norway are committed to creating this pan-European anti-ballistic shield, and it will become a replacement for the Patriot system. But when this system will start working, and whether it will work at all, Shtillerman has not explained yet. However, it is already known for sure that the Lima system is operational and working successfully. In general, we will discuss both cases in this episode. I'm Alexei Pichi. Let's discuss this together. But before we start, I ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this episode, leave any comment under this video, and also subscribe to my Telegram channel Peachy News. The link to it is in the description of this video. So today, Politico reveals the secret of the Ukrainian air defense system. As Ukrainian military personnel told the publication, Ukraine is already successfully using the domestic electronic warfare system Lima to counter Russian drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. The point is that the system locks onto the target and throws it off course by jamming and spoofing satellite signals, causing Russian weapons to lose orientation or fall far from their intended targets. As one of the developers of Lima, with the call sign Alchemist, told Politico in an interview, the system uses jamming and spoofing. This is coordinate spoofing technology, where Russian missiles and drones receive false data about their actual location, which causes them to fall in fields because the missile or drone's brain thinks it has supposedly already reached its target. The Lima system was developed by the company Cascade Systems. This is a Ukrainian defense startup registered in the United States of America. Lima affects the Russians' navigation systems, however. If the satellite signal is blocked, the missiles can still continue moving using the inertial navigation system, but their accuracy in this case is significantly reduced. The fact is that without GPS support, the error can be about 2 kilometers for every 100 kilometers of flight, and the additional use of spoofing increases the deviation even more. Politico notes that the Lima system has become an important part of the Ukrainian air defense system precisely because of the high cost of traditional interceptor missiles. The cost of one Lima system, depending on the modification, is up to 3 million hryvnias. This is roughly equal to the cost of a single Patriot PAC-3 missile. According to the company's estimates, between 30 and 100 such systems are needed to cover a large city. It is reported that the military began using the Lima system back in the summer of 2024, and since October 2025 its use has been expanded to protect civilian infrastructure. As noted by Cascade Systems, over the past 18 months the system has affected more than 20,000 Russian Shahed-type drones, as well as dozens of cruise and ballistic missiles. The company has already supplied the Ukrainian military with more than 400 such systems. The head of the Electronic Warfare Department of the Ukrainian Ground Forces, Maxim Skoretsky, stated that the latest versions of Lima are effectively countering ballistic missiles that use the Russian satellite system GLONASS. During some of the recent attacks, the missiles were deceived, and as Skoretsky explains, the system made these missiles think they were already flying over Peru. And accordingly, the missile went crazy and simply fell because it didn't understand where it was at all. In addition, Ukrainian engineers have found a way to bypass the new Russian anti-jamming systems. The Lima system started to throw even glide bombs off course. And the point is, even if a glide bomb misses its target by about 20 meters, it already means that the target will survive. And now, Politico notes that Russia regularly updates the protection of its missiles and drones, while Ukrainian engineers are forced to instantly come up with ways to bypass this protection. At the beginning of 2025, the Russians upgraded their drones and missiles with new Cometa antennas. They received improved protection against radio interference, which made the old Ukrainian jammers ineffective against them. And that's when the Lima system came to the rescue. An updated Lima system, LimaQuant, appeared, which now combines spoofing and new high-frequency signals that completely disorient the Russian Kometa. But in addition to electronic warfare systems, today there was an announcement that another domestic air defense system is on the way. Co-founder of the Ukrainian company Firepoint, Denis Shtillerman, said that the Freya air defense system is at the prototype testing stage and should be ready by the end of the year. Germany, France, and Norway are involved in the creation of the anti-ballistic shield. I should note that Shtillerman reported this during a session of the Investigative Commission of the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine on the Midas case. Next, I'll quote Shtillerman. The Freya project is the creation of a pan-European anti-ballistic shield, meaning it's a cheaper alternative to the Patriot. We're talking about the production of launchers with missiles and interceptors. There are no more details yet, but let me remind you that back in early April, this same Shtillerman reported that Firepoint was in talks with companies from Europe about starting production of a new air defense system. At that time, he explained that the goal of the development was to reduce the cost of intercepting a ballistic missile to below $1 million, adding that if this happens, it would be a game changer in air defense solutions. Well, we'll see. I should note that this is just an announcement for now, and what we already have is of course the Lima system, which is already effectively working to disorient Russian drones and missiles. I'll leave it at that. Share your opinions and conclusions in the comments below this episode, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and don't forget to like. If you want to support the work of this YouTube channel, you can do so with any donation using the links and details in the description of this video, or by using the QR code on your screens. I would appreciate any support from you. That's all for now. Take care. Goodbye, everyone.